Alright, so this is my third time trying to take this video, and I think I've cried enough that I won't cry during this take. Um, I've been wanting to make this video since I was 15, 14, 15, and I've been wanting to do this since I was 12. So this is 6 years and coming. This is a process. As all of my friends and some of my immediate family know, I'm queer. I'm bisexual. Um, I am attracted to women and non-binary people. Non-binary people don't identify as man or woman. They identify within the spectrum and outside of the spectrum. They're like, they experience gender just differently than binary people do. And for a long time I thought that I was a lesbian, simply because my attraction to men is so minuscule that I never thought that I didn't think that it was a part of me, really. And then I learned that non-binary people existed and questioned my way of thinking about gender and my connection to gender, and realized that I'm really not just attracted to women. I'm attracted to all sorts of people. And for a little while I identified as pansexual simply because I do experience a small amount of attraction to men. And pansexuality is the attraction to all genders, but the definition of bisexuality that we've been using, that the bisexual community has been using for 30 plus years now, maybe more, is the attraction to two or more genders, as opposed to just the attraction to men and women. So I align myself with the bisexual community. I completely identify as being bisexual, even though I could technically be called pansexual since I am attracted to all genders. There is overlap there. Some people could identify as either or both, or some people could and choose to identify as just queer or not straight or something like that. I wish I had a good segue. I wish I had a couple of good segues in this video. But I've been experiencing my sexuality this way since I was 5 years old. I've had crushes on girls and all other non-men throughout my life, consistently. And it was never something that I questioned. I see a lot of queer people talk about questioning their identities and being like, maybe I don't actually like girls, or maybe I don't actually like boys, I'm just confused or experimenting, and that is, by and large, I think perpetuated by both straight and gay people. Straight people saying, nah, you're not bi, you're just curious, and gay people being like, oh, nah, you're not bi, you're just, like, on your way to gay, or you're just some bi slut, greedy, cheater. And it makes it really difficult, not even just as a queer person, but especially as someone in the middle of the spectrum, not gay or straight, but somewhere in the middle. It makes it really difficult to come out because I know that I'm not only facing potential abandonment of my family, I'm also alienating myself from the gays, because gay people never fail to mess with non-gays. That's a whole other topic, though. The risk of posting this video is huge. Not as much as some people. I'm not facing the possibility of losing my home or my job or being violently, physically abused or anything like that, but I know that basically everyone in my family but my dad, my blood family, my dad and maybe my cousins are probably going to either abandon me or always bring this up in conversation from now on. They're always going to be like, oh, sweetie, we're praying for you. Like I need that. So both of those are bad. I don't want to lose my family because I love them, but also, honestly, if you're going to spend the rest of your life telling me that what I'm experiencing is wrong or sinful or unnatural or just the devil talking, I don't think that I want you in my life. I don't. I mean, I love you, and I want you to be in my life, but I want you to be in my life accepting me for who I am and who I have known that I am for a long time. Just because I am 18 years old and I don't have a very steady job and I haven't really gone to college and I dropped out of high school doesn't mean that I don't know myself. I've spent so much time thinking about my identity and all my facets of my identity and everything that could have lent a hand to me being this way. And honestly, even if my sexuality is a product of something that I experienced when I was younger, it's my sexuality. It is my orientation. It is me. It is what I've experienced as long as I can remember. You know, it's me. And if it's me because of some trauma, then I welcome that. Nothing is wrong with me. Nothing is gross about the way that I am. Nothing is unnatural or sinful. If there is a God, and if I was created by that God, I was created by that God with every intention of me being who I am. You know, all Christians say that God doesn't make mistakes, you know, and if I believe in God, I believe that. You know, I don't believe that I would have had these feelings since I was an actual child if they weren't the way that I was supposed to feel. It is who I am, and it's who I will continue to be until I die. I know that a lot of people experience sexuality as a phase, and I mean, I went through a phase of being a lesbian. I mean, lots of people go through phases in their life, but it doesn't mean that, that they're invalid. And I know that if this is a phase in my life, which I highly doubt since it's been this way for 15 years, 13, but if this is a phase, it's still who I am, and it's still part of me, and intrinsic, inherent part of my being, and my soul, and my experiences, and my identity, and I can't keep it shut out anymore, you know? It's so much work having to censor yourself, especially with people that you love. It's so hard to constantly be questioning what I'm saying. Like, I am always on guard, you know? I am literally 100% of the time concerned about what I post on my Facebook. I'm concerned about what I let slip in conversation. I'm concerned about everything. I have been so terrified of doing this for such a long time, and I don't deserve to be, you know? I don't think that it's fair of me, a child, honestly, I'm 18, and while I've been experiencing life as an adult for a little bit longer than people my age usually have been, I am still a kid. I am terrified of people leaving me. I'm terrified of losing my family, but it's not worth it anymore. It's not worth constantly censoring myself and being terrified that I'm going to let something slip. So, that's it. That's me. This is who I am. This is who I've always been. I've been through a lot to get here. It's been a long time coming, honestly. A long time coming out. That's funny. honestly, if you would rather question me about this, or be angry at me about this, or doubt me, just don't be in my life. I would rather lose what small amount of family I have left than constantly be in war. I deserve to be accepted and loved for who I am, for all of who I am, not just the parts that are convenient and easily understandable for you. So I'm not going to censor myself anymore. I'm not going to doubt myself anymore. I'm not going to be careful of what I say as much, because it's not right, it's not fair, it's not kind, and it's not godly, honestly. If y'all Christians are making me feel so terrified of embracing this part of who I am, that you, read the Bible. Like, take a lesson from Jesus or God or anyone who knows what Jesus and God were about, and, love me, accept me. Accept that this is intrinsically me. I shouldn't have to hide such a huge part of myself from the people who are supposed to love me, no matter who I am. Like, if I was a murderer, you can leave, and that's fine, pray for me, but I haven't killed anyone. I haven't done anything wrong. Also, that whole, God says, if a man lay with another man, he shall be punished. It's really important that you look at that statement through, an anthropological lens, because at the time that the Bible was written, and it was written by men, not God, by men with their hands, physical men, people, humans, they lived in a society not too unlike ours today, but a little different, where women were considered men's possessions. So if a man had sex with another man, instead of it being gay is bad, it was, how dare you stoop that other man, to the level of a woman. It was, that man deserves more than penis. So, it was really more about hating women than anything. There's a little tidbit for you. You gotta look at things contextually. Not everything is cut and dry. It was written a long time ago and has been translated so many times that 90% of the Bible isn't applicable to daily life. Also, you're not supposed to wear polyester or dye your hair. So those two things, every single Christian I know is going to hell. You're not allowed to eat oysters. You're not supposed to eat if you want to tell me that I'm going to hell, don't dye your hair. Don't pierce your ears. Don't get tattoos. Don't wear makeup. Don't wear lipstick. Don't wear different types of fabric in one outfit. Practice what you preach in all aspects of your life. It shouldn't be too hard. You're a person of God. This is really spiteful. I love you. I love you, and I want you to love me. And think about your life. Deconstruct your ways of thinking about the world.